My name is Wade Cannon. I'm 31 years old. I've worked for the Mound Fire Department as a firefighter paramedic for almost 5 years. And back in September, end of September 30th, I was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. Prior to that, felt super healthy, no medical conditions. I was working out about 4 to 5 days a week, outdoors all the time, hiking, and felt great. Then about 4 months prior to being diagnosed, I started having some symptoms and kind of some stuff that had me a little concerned, and went to my doctor and talked to my doctor about possibly getting a colonoscopy, and he kind of blew it off and was like, "Man, you're too young to worry about anything like that." And I kind of persisted. I was like, "Yeah, I kind of want to go get a colonoscopy. Like, I need your referral." Sure enough, that led to me finding out I had colon cancer. So mine is stage 4 because my cancer's already spread. It didn't stay in the colon. We had waited a little too long to find it. It had spread well before I ever had any symptoms or anything like that going on. Mine in particular spread to my lymph nodes, and then to my liver, and then we haven't found it to have spread anywhere beyond that at this point. So for me, that meant I was going to have surgery to remove the tumor in my colon, and then we would start chemo. The plan for me is to do somewhere between 8 and 12 treatments at this point. I'm doing a pretty aggressive treatment plan, and if it's working, then great, we stick with this, and if not, then we potentially go down to MD Anderson and for a clinical trial or something along those lines.
My name is Justin Norris. I'm 46 years old. I've been right here with Mound Fire Department since 2007, and I was recently diagnosed with colon cancer. I actually started getting symptoms similar to what Cannon did before I went to go get checked out. I thought about going and getting checked out prior to feeling symptoms just because of Wade's diagnosis and because of how young he is. And when I went and got checked out, they decided to put off doing a colonoscopy because they originally diagnosed me with diverticulitis, which is something you just get from eating poorly. And I was eating like a 16-year-old and shouldn't be doing that. And so they put it off until January, and I guess somewhere in looking through my blood tests, the gastroenterologist called me back within just a few days and said, "No, we're doing it next week. I see something that I don't like, we need to go ahead and get it done." So flash forward to the day of the colonoscopy, I go in and had that done, and then when I woke up, he told me I had colon cancer. Getting colon cancer is rough, but I've had a really good diagnosis. I was not diagnosed as poorly as what Wade's was. They called it was stage 2, and fortunately they caught it very early. Surgery was able to remedy what I had done, but that is not always the case. And certainly if I had muscled through it and just tried to put it off for longer, it probably would have gotten way worse.
My name's Scott. Most people call me Scott or GT. I'm the owner of Station 5 Metalworks. And I'd say the biggest reason we're here right now is because of Wade Cannon. I work for Gregory-Tims Fire Department. We heard about Wade Cannon through an email that went out to the city, and we felt pretty inclined to do something ourselves about it. So just sitting around the island with the guys having coffee, I brought it up, that it was sitting heavy on my heart. Didn't really have a game plan. I just knew that we had a really cool tool here where we could maybe contribute somehow. So one of the guys mentioned maybe holding a raffle and maybe raffling something off that we do at Station 5 Metalworks, and I thought it was a great idea. So we cut 2 5-foot flags. They're tattered. One is an American flag, 10 gauge American-made steel, and the other is a Texas flag. So those will be painted soon, and we'll have those open for a raffle and help get the message out about Wade's story, and basically it's not too early to go get checked.
You know, I know the reality of my situation. You know, I have absolutely no plans on not beating this. My whole entire mindset is on the other side of this, that I've won.
I would push for guys to go and get checked out before you think you need to go and get checked out. There's no harm done in going and getting checked at 30 and finding out that you're completely clean. At that point, your doctor may decide that, hey, we don't need you to come back until you're 40 or until you're 35. And if you get any say-so in that, I would say, I'll see you again when I'm 32.
So I heard that a lot of guys are hearing the message. A lot of guys are following Wade, and they're going to get checked. I scheduled my appointment. I never thought in a million years I'd be excited to schedule an appointment like that. But I mean, with it being so close to home and somebody right in your backyard that you'd never think in a million years would happen to, I'm looking forward to it. So go get checked. Definitely go get checked. It's not too early to get a clean bill of health, you know, or to find something soon enough that they can do something about.
The point that we're trying to push here mainly is guys got to go and get checked. They have to go and get screened on their own, and unless they do that, this cycle of guys getting cancer and not finding out until it's, you know, very progressed is not gonna stop. So we want to get guys out there and get the message out that you need to go and get checked. Don't wait for signs and symptoms, because by the time you feel signs and symptoms, it's too late if it is indeed cancer. I want to give a special thanks to Station 5 Metalworks for the work that he's done with getting a raffle going. I think if we left it up to Cannon, he really wouldn't want any kind of recognition for this. He just wants to get the message out, and that's what I want as well. A big thank you to him, though, for making this thing happen. I also want to mention that even if you're not getting screened yourself, but you know somebody who probably should get screened, certainly anybody in any kind of industry that deals with, you know, harsh chemicals or anything like that, be sure and flag this video and send it to them. Make sure that we get the message out to everybody, yourself included. Women need to get screened just as much as men do, even though we're in a higher percentage. But all these cancers that can be detected early need to get detected early.
There's an element to other people getting checked out and knowing they're either okay or not okay, that gives me a peace of mind that regardless of how this turns out, we won. Because we've already had people that found out they had colon cancer, or had polyps, or found out they were just fine and don't have to worry about anything. I feel like we've won already, and I'm still at the beginning of my fight. So, I mean, how much more blessed can you be with that?